always wonder, am I still a bit stylish, or is this like proper mom style? Because I'm looking at something like, oh, that's high-waisted. Oh, that looks comfy.
And I'm like, I know, but I want to do so many things, and I have to do so many things as well. Hello everyone. Hey fam. It is Tuesday. I have just come upstairs to start getting ready. It is 4 days before we travel, and my head is like scrambling. Really hectic past 3 weeks. Well, this is week number 3 of being what I'm calling a stay-at-home wife and mom, even though I'm not actually just staying at home. And I think that is probably the truth for so many women. And this is the thing, because I've known this for a while, right? I saw my mom doing it. Back in the day, they used to call it housewife. I guess in some places they still call it being a housewife. But you know, my mom was a housewife and that was her responsibility or whatever. And even like in her passport, they wrote occupation, housewife. So I grew up always saying like, you know, I respect it and everything, and I love my mom and I love, you know, the other women who have done this and stuff, but I just never wanted to be that mom, that kind of mom or that kind of wife. And it's not to say that I am that now for sure, but I'm getting a taste of it, and ooh, I knew it was a lot, but it's a lot. And I think the thing that at least for on my side, because it's not to say that it hasn't happened or whatever, but on my side, I just haven't really seen or heard a lot of the sort of the experiences other than what's being spoken about in the media, which I have to say obviously is true for a lot of things anyways, right? But I think for me, what's really kind of hit me is how much of a mental load it is. How much more of a mental load it is, because being a mom, as it was a few weeks ago and all these years, and doing things pretty much, you know, split, you know, both Kev and I work, you know, both of us contribute to the household income, both of us run our own businesses, both of us, you know, are creatives, both of us spend time with our kids. There's always been a thing when I'm speaking to other women and they're like, assuming that Kev is like my 4th child, and I'm like, no, that's not how it works in my house. He is very much an equal like partner, you know, an equal parent. It has happened a couple of times where I've had to do a work thing in the evening, or I've traveled. I traveled once for 2 weeks to go to Tanzania to visit my family, and I went there alone to visit my mom. And this past time that I went this year, I went for a week, and everyone is always like in my DMs being like, oh, what about the kids? And you know, and people make jokes about it. I know it's a running joke that, you know, you leave your husband with the kids and he doesn't even know how to bath them, you know. That's not the case. That's not the case for us. And so we've had to work hard at that as well, though. Not to say that he was like completely like, you know, useless or whatever. No, but it was very much like us realizing that both of us have been conditioned to play certain roles in our marriage and in our household, which maybe isn't really natural to us, you know. And so when we actually really broke it down, we were just like, you know what, this isn't working for me, what's gonna work for you, and vice versa. We came to a much better, like more balanced kind of way of doing things that worked for both of us. At the same time, and I think this is where I think a lot of the sort of, when I've mentioned this to people, they're like, oh my God, I'm so happy for you. Like, I'm like, but I want to work. I actually want to work. I do, because it's just never been a thing for me. So props to, I know I've said it before in the previous blog, but props to women who actually do this full time. I think what is not really spoken about often is how much different types of energy you need in a day. And I say this because, especially if you are also still working, right? As in like you have a job or you run a business outside of the home, okay? And that is the emotional needs of your kids. Taking on that on its own, on your own, is like, I think for me, that's where I am right now. The emotional and the mental is like, ooh, I don't have anyone here to bounce this off of. Like, you know, Kev at the moment, he is you know, at the office, and I know he's there. I'm in no way saying like, I'm like, this is nothing to what single moms have to go through, because your partner is literally the father of your children is not there. So I know Kev's a phone call away, you know, for sure. I'm speaking on my like very, very, very tiny bit of experience in having like 90% of the household and child responsibilities laid on me. So I you know, yesterday on its own, let me just go through the number of hats that I had to wear yesterday. It was obviously mommy and cuddler and nurse, but it's hard because it's like I know that what I do in my job, it's not like I'm earning pocket money. You know, I'm earning a substantial amount that is contributing to this household, that is contributing to the lifestyle that we live. So most of the time, that's what makes me feel less guilty about working and being a mom. Having said that, yesterday I was like, I have no other choice but to carry on working and to be a mom. Like Kev's not here. He's literally at the office and he's got massive deadlines, and him and I made an agreement that for the next 3-4 weeks, he's gonna have to be that husband. And I'm like, I am with you, I am supporting you, go do your thing, make that money. But at the same time, I still need to do my thing as well. But who's gonna take care of the kids? So that's kind of like the situation. We're also traveling at the end of this week, on the weekend. So instead of being able to delegate, or rather Kev just being able to do the things that he used to do, like the school run and, you know, the school run in the mornings, and doing things with, you know, the house, because we've still got people coming to our house for certain like touch-ups here and fixes there and stuff like that. It's me, you know, making sure that the kids have dinner sorted, not just the kids, but all of us. That's usually him, but now it's me. So I've got all of my normal responsibilities, as well as like over and above all of that, all of the responsibilities that he usually does is on me, as well as having to work as well. And having said that, I still have help, okay? I still have help. So this is just, I guess, a bit of a rant. No, not a rant, but just a sort of revelation of like all of the things that women who are in this position 24/7 have to deal with, have to think about, have to do all the time. Even when I'm sleeping, I'm waking up early, I'm sleeping late, because it's like, what else can I do? There is literally not enough hours in a day to get everything that needs to get done. And even then, I don't even get everything done. So this is my life. A day in my life, being a stay-at-home working mom and wife, I guess. But like literally for the next 4 days. So the things that I need to do today, I need to obviously get showered. I am still in my PJs and I still need to shower. Thank goodness I already did my hair. You guys will be seeing me in this hairstyle a lot, especially on like my whole mama show episodes. It's just such a, like, I literally wake up like this. I wake up like this. I really sing its praises because it's so easy to do, and once it's in, it's in. I haven't reapplied gel for a couple of days. And what I usually do now is I just wet it and then I flatten it while I'm driving, like I'm doing school drop-off or whatever, and then by the time I'm back, it's like nice and like just slick, if you like that look, which I do. So yeah, so at least this is done because that's a huge headache. Having said that, I do need to get my hair done this week. I need to get my nails done because this situation is still happening. I don't know if you could see it. This situation is still happening. I want us to travel, and I want to feel like, you know, when I wake up the beach or whatever it is, I don't have to do my makeup. I don't have to feel or look camera ready. I just am. So I'm gonna be doing my hair this week. I've made my appointment with Rutos. So I'm very excited because they always do my hair like mwah, perfect. So I'm doing a whole thing with that. So you'll be following along with, I guess, my let's travel vlog, travel with me vlog, maybe I would call it that. So I'm doing all of the grooming things, my hair, my nails, my lashes. I'm getting lash extensions for the first time. Oh, I'm very nervous about it. I don't know why. I just haven't heard great stories about it, but I always see people and I'm like, oh, your eyes just look gorgeous. So I want to get those done. And then because it is already Tuesday, I still have campaigns to shoot, content to shoot, invoices, my event. I'm still planning my event. Even though it's next year, I'm still having to plan it. So I've gotten a lot of stuff done in the past couple of weeks, but now I need to actually release the announcement. You know, I'm releasing first with my my subscribers to my shop, my online store, thewholemama.co.za, by the way. So they get first dibs on any events and any announcements, and then I'm going to release it to everybody else. So that is my plan. So I've got a lot of stuff to do, and over and above that, I need to make sure all of the kids have all of their documents. I need to make sure they all have their medication. Each child has a different thing for different things. I'm basically in charge of all of that, and their packing as well. And my packing, actually. My packing on its own, I'm always like, I'm a bit nervous about this. I don't know what to pack. So I am gonna try and see if I can fit everything in like today, but I've had to make a list. I'm a list maker. Let me know if you're also a fellow list maker. I have to make lists of what I need to do, even sometimes where I need to go. And then this time I'm like, I need a list, I need a plan. My friends always tell me, they're like, Aisha, you plan too much. I'm like, it just it helps me manage my anxiety. It really does. Even though I'm still anxious anyway. I still get anxious anyway. So that's it. If you see me looking off to the corner, it's because my viewfinder thingy-my-bob is on. I'm just checking that I'm still in focus. And so yeah, that is basically my day. All right, so let's plan and organize my trip with me. Oh guys, you can tell I'm still new at this vlogging thing. I need to, yeah, do what? What am I doing? I need to get dressed. So I just need to get my stuff sorted, figure out what to wear, because yesterday was a bit of a weird one with the weather and stuff. I don't know what's going on with the weather these days. It's just like, make up your mind, make up your mind. So what I do usually like to do when I'm traveling anywhere is, if it's in my head and I've got 5 minutes, like, oh, I want to wear that, I'm going to put it aside somewhere. So I've actually kind of started doing that with the kids' clothes. I haven't started doing it with mine, but I will be. I wanted to try and dedicate, and because it's 4 days until we travel, I want to dedicate a day to pack Kenzo stuff, a day to pack Kai stuff, a day to pack Amaya stuff, and then a day to pack my stuff. So the way I'm like thinking in my head, that's gonna work, but in reality, I have no idea. So I'm just gonna have to see, because I still need to get some work done. I've got some deadlines for today and tomorrow. See how that goes. Sometimes I think I overload myself with what I need to do in a day. Kev always says this is your problem. You're like too much of an overachiever. And I'm like, I know, but I want to do so many things, and I have to do so many things as well. So yeah, a bit of a... How do you guys stay organized? Let me know. Or are you like me and you like to think that you're organized, but you're not really? You try to be, but you're not really.
So I just dropped Kenzo off at school, and yeah, I need to know how you deal with a clingy child. I'm putting it out there because usually I'm the one who's sort of like giving my experience and stuff, but I really need like fellow mamas like chiming in. To be clear, it's not so much the reason why he's clingy, it's how do I deal with it? Because I put it on my threads the other day, and I know that people were well-meaning and they were like saying, "Oh, it could be because of this, it could be because of that, it could be like separation anxiety." It's like I kind of know, but it's not so much knowing what the problem is as so much as how do you deal with it. Because I've been trying. Look, I'm very aware. Look, I'm very aware that he's only 3. It's also his stage in life and all of that. And when Kai was going through it, it was also hard, but it was just the one. Whereas now it's not just him. And I feel like a lot of the times there's advice thrown around, especially on gentle parenting and people who want to be, like, and this is no shade to gentle parents at all. I really admire gentle parents. I just don't know how I, as a mom of 3 kids, is supposed to have the patience and the perseverance to sort of like go through the motions. They say take a time out, pull the child aside and talk to them. And I'm like, if I'm on my own with all 3 kids, and all 3 kids need me in different ways, how do I dedicate and direct all of that time and attention to the one child? This is what I'm really struggling with, because I know that it's better for him if I can, sort of like chat to him. But there are times I'm going to put my hand up to it. I get really overwhelmed and I get overstimulated with the tantrums, with the screaming and the crying and the insistence of this is what I want. It's like, it's a lot. So that's what I really want, because I don't like, I've definitely stopped shouting as much as I do, but I also don't like, sort of not paying him attention. You know what I mean? That doesn't feel right to me either. So it's hard. It's really hard. It's hard. And this is what I was talking about earlier, which is what I wanted to say, is that the emotional and mental load is, I'm really feeling it more so than I usually do. And then now I've got Kai, who's sick. And obviously he's older, he's 7. He doesn't need as much. He's not as he's not a clingy child. He's past that stage, but he's sick, and so I usually like to, give my kids extra attention and my husband extra attention when they're sick, because when I'm sick, I want to be catered to. I want to be taken care of. I want someone to nurse me. So I do the same to those who I love. Let me know, by the way, because I know everybody deals with sickness and stuff differently. So let me know how you deal with it. So I'm in this thing where it's just like, it's really difficult. And yes, I have a helper, but there's only so much she can do. And she also is able to, she's used to taking care of Amaya when I'm working. She was with us when Kenzo was born, so she does know Kenzo. But there's only so much she can do, and there's only so much in terms of what Kenzo would listen to and who he would listen to. Sometimes he doesn't even listen to me, and I think that's where a big frustration comes from, because I tell him, I'm like, can you please listen to Mom, you're gonna fall. And then he's like, no, I'm not. And then it happens. Or like when I am, like this morning, I gave him cereal, and before he even ate the cereal, he had a tantrum about it. And it's like, I know he's a toddler. I get that for him it's a big deal, but it's really, really difficult. And so I find myself, whenever there are these like morning tantrums, basically, it takes me a long time to decompress, to kind of come back to zero, because I'm either very like on edge, or I'm just boom, like I'm closed off. And I don't like that, but I genuinely don't know how else to deal. So any advice would be great. Please, keeping in mind that I've got 2 other kids who also need me, and my own mental health as well, because I cannot be talking through a tantrum for an hour. You know what I mean? I still need to be a mom and care for my other children as well. So I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. And yeah, this is real life. This is motherhood, in the thick of it. Woo! Yeah. At Santon City, I got a gift voucher for my birthday. So I'm having a look at what they have in store. Currently at Ackerman's. I saw some really cute things online. I usually get things for the kids here, but I love that they have some really cute things for moms as well these days. So I'm actually looking for, oh, I found them. I want to get a whole bunch of these kinds of like summery, beachy coat. Oh, it says, look at these. I saw these online. How cute. How cute are these? And then it's supposed to have a matching top. So I'm gonna get a couple of these. I hope I can find my size. Okay, let me just see if someone can help me. I see the top. Look how pretty. I feel like I don't even have to try this on. Look at this. It's so cute. With the hat and everything. Okay, so the hat's not my style. But this is very cute. Beachy vibes. Beachy vibes. Yes. The shorts as well. These shorts are actually quite not bad. Am I called a mom now? I don't know. I always wonder, am I still a bit stylish, or is this like proper mom style? Because I'm looking at something like, oh, that's high-waisted. Oh, that looks comfy. Oh gosh. Anyways, I will do like a proper haul of what I end up getting. I want to also go to Mr. Price and also check out Wendy's because they have some sales. Yeah, let's have a look and see.